So here's my Sunday game plan. This weekend, our Lord wants to infuse meaning into our suffering. And he's specifically talking about divorce. Because marriage, we know, can cause tremendous suffering in people's lives sometimes. It's very hard to suffer if you lose the meaning behind your suffering. And there's a guy, Viktor Frankl, famous psychiatrist and philosopher of the 20th century, who understood this because he learned it in a Nazi concentration camp where he experienced unimaginable sufferings. And what he found, that people who were able to survive were the ones who had meaning and purpose. The ones who did not tended to give up. So when he got out, he wrote a famous book called Man's Search for Meaning, and he developed a whole school of psychology called logotherapy, where he tried to help people find logos, or meaning, to endure the trials of their everyday life. So our Lord is the divine logos, and he knows that marriage is very difficult and it causes a lot of suffering in people's lives. Don't forget, our Lord is in a troubled marriage. His wife put him to death. His bride, the church, causes him tremendous suffering on a daily basis. But he remains faithful and always will to this marriage because he sees the meaning and purpose and destiny behind it. And he wants to break through our hardness of heart to restore or help us to regain this supernatural vision for our marriage, that God has joined the couple together, that he has blessed them, and when they live out their vows faithfully, they're fulfilling his will in their lives. So in a certain sense this weekend, our Lord is kind of doing logotherapy with married couples. God bless you.